Welcome to today's exploration of a fascinating question. Why do women often struggle to apologize? Dr. Orion Taraban introduces this topic by sharing his personal experience. He's rarely received apologies from women in his life. This observation isn't just anecdotal, it opens the door to a deeper discussion about gender, communication, and conflict resolution. Throughout this video, we'll unpack the unique challenges women face when it comes to apologizing, examine the emotional dynamics at play, and consider how understanding these differences can improve our relationships. Let's begin by understanding why apologies matter so much in resolving conflicts. Apologies are more than just words, they're powerful tools for healing and moving forward after disagreements. Dr. Taraban emphasizes that offering an apology can be far more effective than simply proving you're right. When someone takes responsibility for their actions, it can dissolve tension and foster understanding. In relationships, apologies can be the bridge that reconnects people after conflict. But if apologies are so valuable, why do some people, especially women, find them difficult to give? Let's look at the unique challenges women face in this area. Dr. Taraban notes that women often struggle to apologize, and this isn't just about stubbornness. It may stem from different perspectives on conflict resolution. For many women, the act of apologizing can feel loaded with emotional risk or vulnerability. There's also the possibility that women are socialized to prioritize harmony and emotional well-being over direct confrontation. This means that, rather than addressing the issue head-on with an apology, women might look for other ways to smooth things over. Understanding these challenges is key to appreciating the complexity of apology dynamics. When it comes to conflict, men and women often see things differently. Dr. Taraban explains that men typically focus on the behavior that caused the upset. For them, the main issue is what happened, and resolving it means addressing that behavior, often through an apology. This perspective is straightforward: fix the problem and the emotional fallout will follow. Men may expect apologies as a natural part of making things right, which can lead to misunderstandings when women don't respond in the same way. Contrast, women may prioritize the emotional fallout of a conflict over the specific behavior that caused it. Their approach to resolution often centers on feelings, both their own and those of others involved. This means that rather than seeing an apology as the main solution, women might look for ways to repair emotional damage through other means. This difference in focus can make apologies feel less natural or necessary from a woman's perspective, even if the other person is expecting one. Instead of directly apologizing, women often employ alternative coping strategies to manage conflict. Humor, intimacy, or acts of kindness can serve as indirect ways to mend relationships. These strategies are rooted in a desire to restore harmony without the vulnerability of a direct apology. While these approaches can be effective in some situations, they may also leave the other person feeling that the core issue hasn't been addressed. This can create a disconnect, especially if the other party is looking for explicit acknowledgment of wrongdoing. Dr. Taraban shares a personal anecdote about how women in his life have used emotional coping strategies instead of direct apologies. He recalls moments where humor or closeness was used to smooth things over, but the lack of a clear apology sometimes led to lingering resentment or reduced respect. This highlights the potential downside of avoiding direct responsibility. While the immediate tension may be eased, the underlying issue can remain unresolved, impacting trust and mutual respect in the long run. Apologies from women can have a powerful impact, especially in relationships with men. Dr. Taraban notes that when women do take responsibility and apologize, it can significantly elevate their standing in men's eyes. This is partly because such gestures are rare and therefore stand out. A sincere apology signals maturity, accountability, and respect for the other person's feelings. It can also set a positive example for others and foster a culture of openness and growth within relationships. Taking accountability isn't just about fixing a mistake, it's about building mutual respect. When women own up to their actions, it can distinguish them positively among their peers and partners. Accountability fosters trust and demonstrates a willingness to grow. In relationships, this can lead to deeper connections and a stronger sense of partnership. It also encourages others to be more open and honest, creating a healthier dynamic for everyone involved. Dr. Taraban offers a thought-provoking quote: "Almost everybody will forgive you for being wrong, especially if it means that makes the other person right." This insight underscores the power of humility and acknowledgement in resolving conflicts. It suggests that people are generally willing to move past mistakes if they feel heard and validated. This can be a powerful motivator for embracing apologies as a tool for healing and growth in any relationship. Recognizing the different ways men and women approach apologies can enhance our communication strategies. By understanding that women may prioritize emotional repair while men focus on behavior, we can tailor our responses to better meet each other's needs. This awareness can help prevent misunderstandings and foster more effective conflict resolution. It's not about changing who we are, but about appreciating our differences and finding common ground. One of the most surprising findings is that, for women, the emotional reaction to conflict often overshadows the actual wrongdoing. This means that the dynamics of apology are shaped more by feelings than by facts. Understanding this can help both men and women navigate conflicts with greater empathy. It also highlights the importance of addressing emotions directly, rather than focusing solely on the events that triggered the disagreement. Let's delve deeper into the distinction between emotional fallout and the behavior that caused it. For many women, resolving the emotional aftermath is the priority, which can sometimes mean that the original issue gets sidelined. This approach can be confusing for those who expect a direct apology for specific actions. By recognizing this difference, we can better understand each other's needs and work towards more satisfying resolution. Avoiding direct apologies can have unintended consequences. Dr. Taraban's anecdote illustrates how relying solely on emotional coping strategies can erode respect over time. When issues aren't addressed openly, it can lead to lingering doubts about trust and accountability. This doesn't mean that humor or intimacy are bad, they can be valuable tools, but they shouldn't replace honest conversations about mistakes. Striking a balance is key to maintaining respect in any relationship. Encouraging women to apologize more openly can redefine relationship dynamics in positive ways. It's not about assigning blame, but about fostering a culture of accountability and growth. When both partners feel comfortable acknowledging mistakes, it creates a foundation of trust and mutual respect. This shift can lead to healthier, more resilient relationships where both parties feel valued and understood. Promoting a culture where apologies are welcomed and valued can transform the way we interact. It encourages openness, vulnerability, and growth. When women feel safe to apologize and men understand the emotional nuances involved, both sides benefit. This approach leads to more meaningful connections and a greater sense of partnership. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels heard and respected. Understanding gender-specific perspectives isn't just interesting, it's practical. By recognizing the different ways men and women approach conflict and apology, we can develop better communication strategies. This insight can be applied in personal relationships, workplaces, and even broader social contexts. It's about using knowledge to foster empathy, reduce misunderstandings, and create more harmonious interaction. If you're looking to improve your approach to apologies, start by focusing on sincerity and empathy. Acknowledge the other person's feelings, take responsibility for your actions, and express a genuine desire to make things right. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being honest and open. These steps can go a long way in repairing relationships and building trust regardless of gender. Change doesn't happen overnight, but small steps can make a big difference. Encourage open conversations about mistakes and model the behavior you want to see. When apologies become a normal part of your interactions, it sets a positive tone for everyone involved. Over time, this can lead to a culture where accountability and empathy are valued, and conflicts are resolved more easily. Recap: we've explored why women may find it challenging to apologize, the emotional and behavioral dynamics at play, and the benefits of embracing accountability. By understanding these differences and encouraging open communication, we can build stronger, healthier relationships. Remember, apologies aren't a sign of weakness, they're a sign of strength and respect. Thank you for joining this deep dive into the dynamics of apologies and gender. By fostering empathy, accountability, and open dialogue, we can all contribute to more respectful and fulfilling relationships. Whether you're a man or a woman, understanding these insights can help you navigate conflicts with greater wisdom and compassion. Until next time, remember, a sincere apology can change everything.